I think there might. What about free agency, NBA, people getting paid, all of that? Hey, we finna just go live on brick by brick and just riff this time around. We had Trey Anderson on the last one, so go and tap in with that. Before we get started, hit the subscribe button. Hey, JDam, what's good, man? Like, what's going on? What's up with you?
Man, shoot, you know what's going on. Marcus is going crazy. Whenever the Marcus is up and in the green, it's a
Yeah,
good
Marcus is
day.
up.
So yeah,
Marcus is up.
whenever I get that notification that Bitcoin hits an all time high, it's a good day.
Yeah, man. Hey, check. We on X too today, so
Yeah.
so just go ahead and tap in with us. I'm gonna go ahead and retweet that and tell people to tap in. So yeah, man. Like we got a lot to talk about. We I mean, we had Trey Anderson on last time. I mean, we've been talking about business, we've been talking about crypto, but yeah, let's just start with crypto. I mean,
Yep.
Bitcoin, man. Bitcoin is moving right now. I think I have a reason why, but and you have an opportunity to maybe take some profit in the next week because I don't think this run is gonna last forever. There's no pump that I don't think lasts forever. But you can see here, Bitcoin is at 113,000, bro, and 179, hitting all time high after all time high. Yesterday it hit an all time high. Today it's gonna hit an all time high. Looking at the daily right here, you got two big ass green dildos. Pause. Yeah, man. Bitcoin. What are you seeing out there?
No, man. I mean, Bitcoin always leads, and then after that, it's all season. But I mean, Bitcoin's going crazy. XRP is going crazy. Um, let's see
Look
what
at ETH.
else. ETH
I
has
feel
been
like
moving.
yeah, we
Yeah,
need ETH. Like for anyone that's hoping, like you need ETH to run. We need ETH to really run, man. Like we need
for
ETH
sure.
to get to 3,000, and then after that, we need it to stay at 3,000. Though what I'm
Exactly.
looking for is I'm gonna look and see if it hits 3,000 and it goes up above 3,000, and I want to maintain that. Maybe it goes to 3,500, whatever. I don't know. I don't have the charts out. I don't have the Fibonacci out right now. I can't see it, but like hopefully it can consolidate around 2,800 to 3,000. That's my
Exactly.
hope, because wherever it goes from here in from now to next week. And the reason why I say next week is because this is what I was looking at. So why is it pumping right now? Well, this is like literally from the House of Financial Services, bro. Like, this is our literal government talking about crypto week. Like, if that doesn't make you bullish on this shit, I don't know what else will. So, like, today, the House committee, this is on July 3rd, last Thursday, about a week ago. So, a week ago, they posted this on the Financial Services Chairman French Hill. Today, House Committee on Financial Services Chairman French Hill, House Committee Agriculture Chairman, blah, 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 announced that the week of July 14th will be crypto week. So I feel like everything's pumping right now because they know, we know this is maybe there might be a sell the news opportunity here. So is it going to pump into next week? I don't know, but I know it's going to pump hopefully into next week is my goal. As part of work to deliver the promise to make United States the world leader in digital assets. Like, I don't know what else you need to like at least be curious. I'm not saying you got to go out and like buy Bitcoin or you don't got to go out and buy digital assets. I just think you need to be curious about what's happening
Yeah,
because our whole
exactly.
financial shit is like changing in real time.
Oh yeah. Facts.
So, so yeah, I don't know. That's going on right now. So that's pretty important. But like, what would you ask, like if someone asks you, like when you got your boys asking you whatever, like should I get into digital ad or what should I buy? What are you telling? What are you telling
I
them?
mean, I asked them what their plan is, and I asked them how much uh, their salary is now versus even 5 years ago. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, if you were making 100K 5 years ago or 100K now, that 100K is worth a lot less now. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like
Yeah.
it's just a way to go against that. So I pretty much let what was I gonna say? Like if you're in there for the long run, like a 5 or 10 year, you're gonna end up being profitable. Like that's how you look at it. A lot of people like they wait until my friends at least they'll hit me up like, hey, what should I buy right now? Like it's like you're not. They think they're gonna get a 50% return like this week, and it's like, nah, you ain't about
That's
to
what
get
people
that.
were looking for, though. The people looking
That,
for
yeah,
that,
that's
they
what they're
looking for
looking
that
for.
10x right off the bat.
If you're looking for that, I don't know. Yeah, I would have already, you know what I'm saying? I would have put y'all on already. But
Go to
in
prop
terms
bets or
of
something. You know what I mean? If that's what
yeah,
you're looking for, to go
exactly.
do prop bets.
Go strike a parlay. real quick. But
For real.
if it's like a 5 or 10 year plan, it's like, all right, just look at the charts. You know, look
Yeah.
at what it does every halving, and look at all this. And it's just a way, if someone does have extra money, it's a way to, so that money's just not, losing value. Pretty
Yeah.
much, it's like, okay, if it's like that I know, like they don't like to talk about crypto. They don't like to talk about stocks, and it's like, but they're very very heavily reliant on their retirement and 401. Like, you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that's all nothing but stocks. And it's like, what happens if the year you're about to retire, there's a crash? That's what you're relying your whole life on. It's like, okay, well now put it into something like, if it's not crypto, maybe it's stocks. At least if you love Apple, then put your stuff into Apple. Don't rely
Yeah.
on your whole retirement to come from something you don't even know what stock it's in. You're just
Yeah.
hoping it has a 10% return every year. It's like, okay, well, put into something you believe in, trust, you're educated on, and
Shit.
in my opinion, can retire a couple years early.
Put it in, yeah, like just put it in an index fund that tracks the S&P 500, because you know that that's going to go up, like, and the whole
Exactly.
government is going to like do everything they
Exactly.
can to make it go up. Will it correct at times? Yep. Will it might crash at times? Yep. But you know,
Exactly.
long term it's going up. So like
Exactly.
any vehicle, just not the bank. Obviously save first. I would say like save first so you have money to like live off of if you didn't have a job for like 3 to 6 months. Like if you could do that, you good. Or and that's even hard to do. I'm not saying it has to be that long. I'm just saying in a optimal situation, 3 to 6 months,
Yeah.
great. That's not. I understand that that's not like doable for a lot of people, which is cool. But shit, put $5 in a week.
Man, that's
Just
it.
$5 a bit, $5 a week. Like everyone can do that. Like
And I tell
that's
people
where I be starting.
yeah, start small like that, because if you do put in $5, you put in $20, at least now you start to realize and you start to watch it. It's like, I think when Timia first threw some money in and threw like $20, and my account's at $29, and but now you
Yeah,
start to
see?
realize and really watch it.
Like,
Like, hold
oh
on,
shit. Yeah.
yeah. If you just don't throw nothing in, you ain't gonna those are the people just be hating. Yeah, I hope the market
He
crashes.
said those-
You know what I mean?
he
Got
said
none. Why
those-
the hell you want to like? So, but it's one of the things. Just like I was talking to someone. I ain't gonna say who, but like they are gonna retire in a couple years, and it's like,
Yeah.
this is how much I have in retirement, and it's like, bro, that's gonna be enough. If you live another 20 years, that's not enough for you to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, what if you pulled it out right now? Oh, I'd get half. And it's like, half, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If you trying to do something, you might as well. And you want to retire now, you better off pulling some of this out. And this is, I was talking to them about it when Bitcoin was still probably at like 50 or something. So it's like, even then, it's like, okay,
50K
well,
Bitcoin, bro.
you could have been. It's just, I don't know. You think differently about your retirement and stuff once you actually start to, pay close attention to the markets and educate yourself.
Shit, once you get old, like, cause
Oh yeah,
like, like in that part too, because like you get to your 40s, cause I can speak for on that, cause I'm, 46 and going on 47. It's like, all right, well, I don't got much more time. Like, and you don't want to be in this situation right now where you don't at least have a situation where you can like land, or you can like my guys at Hoop Narrative. Shout out to Hoop Narrative. I think they live on Spaces right now too. If you coming over from there, cool. If you mess with Hoop Narrative, go over there. They gonna be like my man Fredro. He gonna be on there for probably like the next 9 hours. But anyway, you can always go in and tap in. They always talking about hoop and all that stuff. Hoop Narrative. That's the best spaces on the planet. So yeah, just I'm gonna tell them right now, shouting y'all out. We on live too. So yeah, anyway. But yeah, man, I just think that once you get to this age, you get older and you don't want to be stuck there being like, "Oh, I don't got enough. I'm going to be working
no,
till
yeah.
I'm like 70." Like I don't want that. I want to retire early personally. Retire,
No, yeah,
it's all relative. Like I
exactly,
mean, I'm
man.
going to still be
And, and,
working,
and,
but
and
like
that's where I am. And it's like, I'm not planning on retiring in my 60s. Or by the time I'm 60, the retirement is probably gonna be in the 70s. So it's
yeah.
like, the goal is to retire in the 40s, in terms of like, not just I'm not doing shit, but like I can relax and I got, some security and I got the right investments, and all that shit comes from educating yourself on the future right now, and that is
Right.
crypto, that's AI, that's certain stocks, that's
AI,
um
bro. Shoot, that happened. Nvidia just hit an all-time high. The highest valuation. Let me
it
go
was like
look that up. Man, I mean,
four
that's
billion.
crazy. So
Yeah.
that's another thing. I talk a lot about BitTensor. And I'm really super bullish on BitTensor. The reason why is because AI, if AI is, we know is the second, let me look at the global assets. If we know that AI and Nvidia is the second global assets by market cap, let me look at here. I'm gonna pull this up. So if we look at the top market cap assets in the world
Hmm.
on the globe, like you got gold and Nvidia, bro. Like, so if
Yeah.
you don't know what Nvidia is doing, they make the chips that power AI. So when you do a search or something like that, that takes compute power. So you need compute power to make that work, and compute power is actually really expensive. And Nvidia makes the chips for computers and compute power. So like they're making hella chip like, and the chips that they're
Yeah.
making are like, this is just the layman's terms. If you want to go look it up and see exactly what they do, I haven't done a deep dive on Nvidia, but I know the general. They've been around for a long time. Like I know what they do, and it's like, okay, so if that's the case, bro, like, and look what's right behind it at number six, Bitcoin, and only
Yep.
5% of people in the world own Bitcoin. So if it's
That's
only
crazy.
5% of people own it and it's already number six, bro, it's going to here. It's
Yeah,
going to
facts.
be in number one. And I'm just telling people like that's a 10x from here. So if you took $5 right now and you bought some Bitcoin, it'll probably be close to $50 in probably 5 to 10 years, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong, but I just don't think I'm wrong right now. It's gonna have corrections. It's gonna have downtimes, whatever. But like, I don't know, man. When you look at this list, I'm like, well, shit. Like Tesla, or if you believe in all these, you should. I mean, there's Bitcoin
Facts.
right there. Like, just buy
Yeah.
Bitcoin, bro. Like, that's all I say. Ethereum's number 34, and it's about to get
Oh yeah.
higher. It's gonna
No
start passing
facts.
up some of these. We already know that's gonna happen. Look at Palantir. This is up 400% on the year, bro. 400% on the year, and I don't even mess with it like that. But you don't want to know why the orange man can walk around all confident. Look who owns the top market cap companies. USA, 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 USA. Why does he want to be the leader in Bitcoin? Well, USA, USA. They want to be the leader in all of this. Saudi Arabia finally with Saudi Aramco. I'm not familiar with that, but USA, Taiwan, USA, USA, USA. You know what I'm saying? So you want to
No,
know
yeah.
why? Because money runs this country. Money runs the
Yeah.
globe, and he's like, yo, I got all the biggest companies by market cap. Like,
No, yeah.
so anyway, that's why he be popping big
Yeah.
shit and he
That's
be
that
talking
Saudi
crazy.
that Saudi is the oil.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Well, that
Yeah,
makes sense. So now you know
exactly.
why people be going to war. Why you know why the Middle East is a place where there's always a lot of conflict, not only just for because of religious beliefs and all that, but also just like all that. But anyway, if you watching and you want to chat, whatever, man, hit us up. Like ask a question, whatever. Here's another thing, man. Like let's move on. We got other stuff going on. Let's see what you want to talk about. We got Drake, we got business. We were talking about RG3, free agency, cats getting a bag. What you want, man?
Yeah,
What
there's
you want?
a couple cats getting the bag. I mean, shout out to Paulo. He just got
Yeah, P5.
paid. Yeah, he got paid. Shy got paid. I think Book just broke right a couple days after Shy. Book is a 2 year what 145,
Yeah, bro. Two year 400 145. That's
bro.
crazy.
Uh, if you're getting that type of money, are you trying to play as long as possible?
I
Like
mean,
I get it, like because I look at it because I think it might be a different, maybe it's just different mindset with hoop, but I'm looking at it like from a boxing point of view. Like if when McGregor fought Mayweather and they got 100 mil apiece,
yeah.
and I'm like, hey, McGregor is hella smart for he don't need to fight no more. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't need to do
Right,
this. He can end on top. He could put his stuff into business, and that's probably a lot harder on your body. Or shit, who knows? Hoop is hard on them knees. So,
bruh.
um,
I can tell you.
but if you're getting that type of bread, are you trying to play 20 years like Braun?
I'm
Like if
not.
you can't, or are you out? Like if I'm getting, bro, think about some of these players. So Book is what 30? He's younger 30s.
I think is he like 29, 30? I don't know.
I thought
I
it was
don't know
like
how,
30,
how old he is.
31. Either way, 2 years, 145 mil. Like at some point, you could really just chill on a yacht. You know what I'm saying? That's how like you could be in your 30s with 300 mil in the account. It's like Jalen Brown, you got 300 mil. So it's like you can
Yeah.
be chilling and relaxing and like
How old is
you're
D
not
Book? D
year
Book was
round.
born in '96. Damn, he's still pretty young.
That's just
28.
crazy.
He's in his prime, man. Like D Book is cold.
So,
I'm a big D Book fan, bro.
oh hell yeah! But even
I'm a
that
big
though,
D
you're
Book
getting
fan.
another not a you're about to get another 145 mil before you're 30,
Hey, but
bro.
that's what they say though. That's what they saying though. Some cats ain't like you see KD's comment on some cats want to quit and go play baseball. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone wants to sit here and play for forever. You know what I'm saying? Not
Oh
everyone wants
yeah.
to.
But people don't understand. Like I'm sure when you're that fucking good like KD, it's a different. You probably got a different mindset also than other people. Like
Yeah,
if
he's
there's
different.
some people that go through a lot of fucking ups and downs where it's just like, damn, I can't take it. Like you think if Bronny, you think he'd want to go through another 15 years of getting Stephen A talking shit every damn day?
For
You know what
real.
I'm saying? Like no one want to wake up to that shit. Like
As long
people
as it
wake
comes
up
with
like,
15 years of him getting pressed,
bro.
like I'm trying to
You know what
get,
I'm saying?
hey,
Like,
get
bro,
pressed,
you're getting
Stephen A.
shit talked about you every single day, like on Sports Center. Then you're fighting against playing time, good games, bad games. Like, bro, there's a lot of mental shit when it comes to that type of stuff. It's like as soon as you're done, it might be just be out and like relax. But that's the thing. I think a lot of hoopers like to stay in that spotlight. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see, people want to stay relevant. They don't
Yeah.
like being like just relaxing. And if I get 150 mil, I'm not having no fucking social medias. I'm not having nothing. I'm
I
chilling.
mean, I I also I mean some people like just like I love hooping, bro. Like I literally am
Yeah.
addicted to playing basketball. Like so
No, yeah.
there are some people who are super hoop junkies. Like KD I would
Mhm.
say is one of them.
Yeah.
And I think that guys like him just like to play basketball. Like
No, yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
I do too. Like and what you're saying is like you don't have to do that for a living. You don't have to get paid to do it. You can just pretty much chill and play basketball at the park or wherever.
Mhm.
But I think that what
Yeah.
happens is though is like after you get done playing there to get to face the same type of competition. Like could you imagine being like 6'8", walking around and nice and you're 32 years old and you're trying to find a run just to play hoop? Like where are you gonna hoop at?
Oh yeah.
Like you ain't
Yeah.
gonna hoop
Facts.
nowhere because you're too good to
No,
hoop
yeah.
anywhere. Like it doesn't.
Exactly. I also feel that while you're hooping, you literally don't ever want to stop. Like while your body's still allowing it, you never want to
Nah,
fucking stop. It's not until after you stop where it's just like, man, I could have done this and I could have been chilling. But you see guys that come out just like, okay, you're worth 100 mil and you're going back to because at first I was wondering like certain things like why some people would come back to say commentating. It's like, okay, you're
yeah.
like say with Shaq and those guys, if you're worth 100 mil, do you want to? Because they're pretty much just as busy. I mean, not stressing the body, but they're
Oh,
just
they're.
as busy as an NBA player. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
They have
yeah.
to go commentate and they have to fly and do a bunch of different stuff.
Yep.
And it's like, I mean, they're getting some good contracts now, but I think that it's just, I don't know, it's a whole different dynamic now. Because
I think
I don't know.
for like people like Shaq, for example, it's good to like. So this is just like from a business perspective, in my opinion. It's good to stay in the limelight because he has a gajillion businesses, right? So he has all
Oh
these
yeah.
businesses, and for
Uh,
his business's sake, it's helpful for him to be on TV so that you don't lose that relevance. So you're still up in the mix. You're still, you got your
so
boss basically is on TV every night, like, or the dude
do
that
you think
owns.
that's
I would
Michael Jordan's mindset right now?
absolutely. I
Just
mean, I
get that.
think
You think he has something big planned? Do you think that he's trying to get because what's his biggest stuff right now besides obviously Jordan brand? He's big in NASCAR now. You think it's
yeah,
just like
NASCAR
okay,
is.
let's get my face back out there and do this and that, because
I'm
at some point
only
it
he
goes from,
knows.
yeah, exactly, but it goes from everyone thinking you're the best player ever, and then no matter what, like in another 10 years from now, people, I would like to argue that there's going to be another player that people are going to come say, this person's better than, way better than MJ. He was playing back then. He's better than Braun. Braun just played this. Like, no matter what, every single decade,
It's always
there's
gonna
going
be
to be
something.
there's going to be a new player where they're comparing to the old. So like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, and I'm here for that. I want the next player to
Yeah,
show up. I think Wemby is that guy if he can stay healthy, though. Like,
yeah.
I just think that Michael set a precedent and standard with two three-peats in that decade that probably will never be repeated again.
Yeah.
Just like LeBron just set a precedent that will never be repeated again. 8 straight
Oh yeah.
finals with two different teams is crazy. I don't care what the rosters were.
No
Like,
facts.
so you're telling me you gonna have SGA? So the first question I asked to people is like, so is SGA going to the next 7? And people thought I was crazy. And I was like, I
No, yeah.
mean, that's what we just watched. We
No, yeah.
watched the nigga go to 8 straight finals, man. Like,
Facts.
I don't care how many he won. That's crazy to even get there that many times
Facts.
in a
Facts.
row, like, let alone
Yeah.
just in general. So
Yeah.
I feel like
I think,
MJ
yeah, people gonna appreciate Braun
yeah,
once he retires.
it just set a standard. And like, so there's never gonna be another two three-peat. Like a three-peat and then another three-peat in the same decade is never gonna happen again. I don't think. I think
No, yeah.
that's hard.
and,
That's
and
too hard.
definitely not, in my opinion, led the way it was. Like, it was like Jordan was the face of every three-peat. Like nowadays, it's like there's, I don't want to call them super teams. There's just so many good fucking players. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean,
there's,
Jordan had a super team. That's the argument too.
man, he had
Yeah,
Pip, he
he,
had Pippen.
bro. In
Pippen's hating ass.
context, I think like Tony Kukoc was the best international player on the planet. He was called the International Jordan. So
Mhm.
like, and then the fact that they got him, I was at the time I was like, bro, that's unfair. Like they got the International Jordan on their team, like, and they already just won a three-peat, and I was like, that's crazy. And then
No, but
Rodman is
that's,
crazy too. He was 17
yeah, but
boards a
that,
game.
yeah, that's true. But that's also just good. That's
Good
people,
GM.
good GM, understand the role. That's how I look at it. Like, that's also what I like about some of Steph's rings too, though. It's like, um, he was drafted. Clay Thompson was drafted. You get Draymond, and up front, just off draft picks. You would never think that they're gonna win even one ring. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying?
true. I mean,
But it's so
I
like,
like,
and people would call them a super team, where it's just like, dude, look at all these guys' fucking scouting reports. Like, it's not like it was. It's different
yeah,
once KD and Steph teamed up, or when LeBron teamed up to play with Wade. And like we have in the NBA, it's a lot of that type of shit now, where it's all stars teaming up with people that are already all stars. Versus, it's like, hey, no, these guys were drafted, which I think it does make it a little bit more key, even for like OKC's ring. You know,
right.
it's like, dude, they did a good fucking job 5 years ago to make this shit happen now. Versus like, hey man, let's team up, let's go play. Which, even with yeah, I don't know. I think it's all. I think the Bulls had a really good fucking GM. Warriors had a good GM. They're bullshitting right now, but they had a good GM for their year.
Hey,
And then man, what? I'm watching that. I'm
you
waiting
ain't
for
letting that
shit.
one slip.
I'm not letting that shit. Every day I be checking to see if Shams post some
Hey
shit.
man, what's going on
Man,
with the Warriors right now, man? Let's talk.
bro,
Hey man,
what? Like, bro,
you
bring
ain't just
someone in
mentioning the
to open some
Warriors and then
depth,
nothing. I ain't gonna
bro.
say nothing.
The GM is just straight up like, we don't need no star. We need someone out of NBA Summer League. That's all he's worried about,
Hey
bro.
man,
He gonna pick up.
to have
He
no
picked up.
moves right now is crazy.
He picked up the lacrosse player. He gonna pick up a tennis player this year.
Hey, to your point though, you were saying earlier how Curve will use his whole bench and he gonna put a G leaguer in there and be starting.
Bro, and he, like, I
You were
don't know.
saying
It's,
that.
bro, that shit pissed me off because it's like, I think that people, they have the right pieces to people play within the offense. Like Draymond was a good piece. Obviously, what they did with Steph, what they did with Clay, even shit, I don't know why I can think of his name. The big man they've had the last couple years. Gary Payton, his role with them is better than he'll
Yeah,
have with any
GP.
other team. GP does good with them. They had a good role with Jordan Poole, and then they started just bringing in all these guys that like they do good at building players' confidence. I will say that they will develop
Yeah,
players,
yeah.
but a
They
good
develop,
fucking
man. They
like
develop.
uh B Pod, like not like that, but why are he's nice, but he's not. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like
You
pass
ain't a
the
B
fucking
Pods
ball.
fan, bro.
But I think he's good. I think he's a good player, so I don't want to take nothing against him. But it's the fucking playoffs. Like, give the ball up. Like, we got him. They had the big ass dude with the curls out there. They had so many random players playing 30 minutes, like against elite teams.
Bro, look at this. Every team damn near has made a move,
Look, bro.
and the Warriors have not made a move. So is B Pods the guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they
That's what I'm saying.
waiting? Are they waiting
After
for
a
a Drew
year like
Holiday to
that,
get out of Portland? I mean,
bro.
I
What
mean,
I was
because
hoping they'd at least try to do was like, if you're not thinking about this year and you just don't give a shit, okay, well, man, maybe try to get Dame for something. You know what I'm saying? Dame's not playing next season, but maybe try to get Dame or try to get
hey,
one of these. Go get LaMelo, man. Go
CP3's
trade,
out there. CP3's out there.
man. Get CP3. Hell no.
They've
He
been
don't.
get CP. Hey, CP's out there. Who's out? Oh, Bradley Bill's out there. Are they looking for Bradley Bill? I don't think they are. I think he's going to the Clippers. I think that's a better fit for him. Or the Bucks. If I were the Bucks, I'd be looking at Bradley Bill
Bro,
personally.
hey,
But because the
Warriors can
East is
go get
wide
better.
open, bro. The East might be the
Oh yeah,
worst that it's been in ever since in my whole life. Not
but
because of
it's
it,
just
because it's bad, but just
yeah.
injuries.
Warriors is just like, man, bro. You got all these. You got a full G League team, and then like your second best option right now is Buddy Hield.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
you
Like
got
real
Jimmy
shit.
Butler. You got Jimmy. You got
Oh,
Jimmy.
my bad, my bad. Man, you got
You got
Jimmy, but
Jimmy.
then
Don't
after
you
that,
disrespect Jimmy.
it's my bad. I wasn't even thinking about Jimmy, but Buddy after that, which I think Buddy is a good fit, but Buddy is not someone you should rely on to try to drop 20 points every night. You know,
I
Buddy's
agree.
someone who come off the bench and open some shit up for Steph, where it's like, hey man, if they're closing in, that's he's someone that should be on the court with them, but he shouldn't be handling the fucking ball. I mean, I would love, I'd love to see them actually try to get Lamelo. Now I'm looking at this, like someone that
In a
can handle
perfect
the ball.
world, in a perfect world, they're a good team. They're still a
Yeah,
good team, even with what they have. They got Draymond, they got Steph, they got Jimmy, they got Pods, they got like you said, Buddy Hield. They're a solid team. But all those guys are old, man. Like, no
and that's
disrespect.
yeah,
But
and that's
bro,
how I
the
look at it.
West
Yeah,
is crazy this year.
yeah, bro.
The
The West
number
is
two team in the West just picked up Kevin Durant.
yeah, that shit's crazy. So like, yeah, I mean that's how I look at it. Like when you have a elite star, like you have someone like Steph, you have someone like Jimmy Butler, you have those type of guys, and they're at the end of their career. You need to make big ass moves so they end their career right. In my opinion, like I think the Lakers picking up Luca so that you have another star and someone to pass the keys to. That's what
Yeah,
you need to do. Like
yeah.
go go pick
And
up
they ain't
another
done that.
no, go pick another elite person that is upper 20s maybe. Like if it was a book or someone like that, or I don't
Yeah.
know how old Ja is, but like someone that can go and then they're taking over and it's their keys once Steph is gone. But someone that keeps them, at least man,
Who
I don't know.
who
That
is
shit
it
just
though? Who is it? Is it I mean, is it Dame? Like, and Dame's older, so I mean, you can't look at
older and
him.
he's coming off Achilles tear. That's why I said Lamelo.
Yeah,
You can make some moves and get Lamelo.
can
Lamelo's cold.
Is Lamelo coachable though? Is he gonna
Uh,
fit Kerr's system? Cause he be
I
hooping like it's the part.
I I think so. I think bro, if B Pod
You
can
think he
shoot
plays
30
winning
shots a game,
basketball?
Lamelo can. Does he play good basketball?
Does he play
I,
winning
I think so.
basketball?
Um, I think that it's considered not winning basketball because he's plays with the Hornets. I
That's
think
true.
that he's way better than everyone on the team. I think that if you're in those situations and you could drop 30 and 10, like he
You a
can
hooper.
go and he can be a star. You don't think he's going to play better basketball if he's playing with Steph and Jimmy? Like he could get to the
Yeah,
cup anytime.
absolutely. I think he will.
He can knock threes down. He could throw lobs. Like pick up someone that catches lobs. Pick up that maybe don't play on another team. Pick up a Marvin Bagley. Shit, get Dwight from Thailand if you want. You know what I'm saying? Like pick up someone to catch lobs and do whatever you take to get LaMelo. And LaMelo is going to play good basketball with those vets. You got LaMelo is the youngest on the Hornets, and he's 10 times better than everyone. Like you got to realize the next best player is a crash out. They got Miles Bridges out there. like, like I think if you put LaMelo in an organization,
uh,
he's if you got to get him out of the Hornets if you want him to be like a face of the league type player. You know?
hey, I got this though. I'll say this. I think that Atlanta is going to be a sneaky pick in the East, man. I don't think KP's going to stay healthy, but I do think that they have some good pieces. They've made some good moves. I liked I like DeAndre Hunter. I think they still have DeAndre Hunter over there, but like I think I like what they're doing. You know what I mean? I think they're moving in a positive direction. And what helps is like obviously with Dame going down, so Bucks are cooked. Pacers, Hallie going down. I think they're still going to be good. I just think Hallie was such so
Pacers just
integral.
lost. They just lost Miles Turner too, though.
Damn, yeah. So I mean, that's a whole different team. You
Yeah,
got I said the Bucks already. Sixers, I mean, what are they doing? You know, like I don't know. Like this the East is so up for grabs right now. You got
I
your
do
top
like the.
teams. The
I do
Knicks is
like
still
the
gonna be
move.
nice.
Yeah, dude.
They signed, yeah.
Mavs. I'm liking what the Mavs are doing. The
Mavs is gonna be
Bucks. I also
cold.
like what they're doing. Lakers is Lakers after signing DeAndre Ayton. They needed that.
That's a good
Um,
pickup, bro.
no, for sure. That's a good one. I want to see how the Suns play with another fucking shooting guard in the mix. Like,
Yeah,
you know what
it'll
I'm
be
saying?
interesting. I do
But
like Dylan Brooks. I think anywhere Dylan Brooks has gone, they have
yep.
won. But this is a different circumstance because the West is crazy. But Dylan Brooks, to me, is a winning basketball player. And I think he's underrated in a lot of ways.
Oh,
He
absolutely.
goes to Memphis, they win. He goes to he goes to where do he go to? Rockets. They number 2 in the
Yep.
West. He goes
Yep.
to he's going to go to the Suns now. I think
Yeah,
they're going to start climbing up. They're not going to be number 2 in the West or nothing like that, but I do think they're going to be playing a better brand of basketball because he takes pressure off of your stars.
oh
Like
yeah.
he does the shit
He
your
brings
stars
that
don't want
grit.
to do.
He brings that grit. He brings that toughness. He's on the defensive end. He
You need
knocks
that
down.
guy, bro.
He reminds me of a. I don't want to say it exactly, but I mean I think that he took some notes from Draymond in terms of how to get paid and be an all
Exactly.
star role, and
Yep.
and and that's why I think he's one of the guys that you hate but you love to have on your team,
I
for
love to have him
sure.
on my team. AC does that. Caruso, like when you see Shy, all those dudes allow him to be him, like because he don't gotta do all the other stuff. Like let AC do that. Let J
Oh yeah,
Dub slash and be a a physical presence. Let Chet go up
yeah,
and try to beat
yep,
someone's shit out into the crowd, and then he falls down
yeah,
and and then all Shy got to do is just hit his play his game. He don't got to do
exactly.
nothing else. Like that's what you need, man. And the Lakers, for example, like Aiton's gonna allow Luca to be Luca again because
Yep,
when he didn't have a big, it was like, all right, well,
exactly.
I can get my 30, but it's not gonna be in a winning way, like it, especially when the playoffs came. Regular season it looked fine, but and that's why I feel like AR has to come off the bench or they got to move him, like
Yep,
because you can't have
for
too
sure.
many of those guys. Like he's not taking any pressure off of anybody because they all do the same thing. So it's like
Yep,
you're not allowing these stars to be stars unless you're scoring. But we
yep,
need you to like D up. We need you to
exactly,
stop that dude so Brown don't got to do it. We need, you know what I mean?
exactly.
So just that's where it's going to be interesting for all the teams to figure out what their pieces are. But yeah, that's an interesting one. NBA free agency was lit. Guys
I
getting
think
paid. I always like seeing that.
the other person that I think the Warriors could have made for, or just any team in general that's a good pickup is the Cavs just got Lonzo. That's another way of
That's a sneaky good
uh,
pickup right there, bro.
I think if they would have made a move to get Lonzo, someone that could really be a high IQ point guard behind Steph, or a high IQ point guard to play with Steph, and then after that they could have made the move to get Lil Bro. But I mean that I think that they're I don't know, they're just pissing me off this.
Man, and you know what's crazy is I'm in here. I started rubbing my knees, man. That's how you know a nigga's old, because I for no reason I was just in here, I just I really just took that right after I took that little screen off. I came in here, I put my hands down. You can see it if you look back. You like see me rocking. I'm just rubbing my knees, man. That's how you know you old. Did you see the RG3 stuff? So RG3 is out here tweeting again. Like, let's see what he's talking about, man. So RG3 brought up. Let me bring this up. So RG3, let me share this real quick. What are you thinking about this? So RG3 is saying he brought up this tweet. Some random did this, like basically calling Angel Reese a monkey, pretty much being racist. I mean, shit. What's new? Everyone, like, it feels like the government's racist. It feels like everything is racist right now. Like, you got ICE out here masked up, hemping people up. It's crazy that you can be in a mask as a government agency and actually hemp people up. Like, that's literal
Oh yeah.
KKK shit. That's literal. Like, you wearing like, you should not have to wear it. You should not be able to wear a mask doing that job, in my opinion. Like, if you can be ripping families apart. Anyway, that's an aside. RG3 just posted this. All right, this has to stop. There's no place for racism in this world, whether you like a player or not. He should never be. Okay, cool. Should never be called a monkey. End the story right here. Just end the tweet right here, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
Facts.
That's all you got to do. That's it. And then he said, I have been quiet for a while on the Angel Reese front. She shared a video that aided in my wife in receiving death threats, which there's truth. If there's truth to this, then you have every right to feel away. And that will never be okay with me. I've never attacked her or her family. When I said, you just making it about yourself now, bro. Like,
Literally, yeah.
why are you bringing up Caitlin Clark? Like, you could have talked about this last month. You could have talked about it like right after you had to look. You know what I mean? Like, why are you waiting for now and with this? That's the
Bro,
question I think
listen to the
everyone's asking.
story. He keeps going on about the shit. People from her team reached out to me. Like, bro, it's not even you're not even talking about the cover no more.
Like, bro went in the road, a whole story. Like, he used this as a jumping off
Like, brought
point,
up Caitlin Clark again.
and then you just shared this random person, like,
Who
who's the
he
name?
literally just
Champa Huge 7-3. You know what I mean? Like,
you just
come
shared
on,
Goblin
bro.
Slayers, which the dude's tweet probably barely got no likes, no nothing.
It
It was
got
replying
3.3
to
million views as of this.
see, look, you just shared it with your whole audience.
Yep. And he
That's
got a
like,
lot of MAGA. He got a lot of MAGA and random people on the fence in his audience.
yeah. So
But he is doing. This is the right thing. He's saying, like, just say this, bro. Like, and just say this right here. That's it. Like, I don't know, man. That's how I feel, at least. Like, when I read this, this is just I just saw this not too long ago, and I was like, I don't know what people saying, but this is just my take on it. I'm like, bro, like, yeah. Anyway,
like, but that's part of the him with like the media and stuff. Where it's just like, okay, what the hell does that picture have to do with Caitlin Clark?
why is her name even in? Yeah, for real.
If you're talking about the picture, just he could have just simply replied to whoever posted that and got on his head. You
For
just
real.
took
Like,
a
that's it.
screenshot. You took a screenshot. You made a whole post about how you guys were beefing. Someone from our team reached out. This happened, and now this because Caitlin Clark. Like, bro, you're what? He's not making no sense at all. Like,
I know
just
he's
bro,
trying
he
to
could.
land a point. I hear the point
Yeah,
he's trying to make. I just feel like he didn't. I just feel like he made it about him. And I'm like, bro, this is not like, actually, if you wanted to be like next level with it, like, stick up for her right there. Make
yeah,
amends, you know what I mean? In a PR way. And then just be like, all right, cool. Well, I've shown now, and don't even say nothing about the all the other stuff. Like, I've
yeah.
shown that I'm with it. You know what I mean? Like, I mess with Angel. Like, I'm not for all of this. And then that's it. That's all you gotta say. You don't gotta do
Yeah,
all the
exactly.
rest of the stuff,
The
man.
other thing
Like,
about it
no one
is
cares, bro.
nobody in the world saw that picture until he posted it.
Which is crazy. And now all of a
No one
sudden,
saw that
like,
until he posted it.
imagine Angel sitting there, bro, like, and she's like sitting there like, oh, really? That's what they put. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden you got more shit, and it's you, like the
Just
dude that
wanted
was
his
just
name
had.
to be linked to it, and he wanted to be in the conversation. And
Come on,
yeah,
bro.
man, yeah, RG3 is a
You're doing
lame.
too much, man. And I get he's trying to make a good point. and I hear the
Yeah.
point he's trying to make. I just
No,
don't.
for sure.
It
This the
just
way
just
he
stop
did
it.
it. Yeah,
Stop it right there, man. Like, yeah.
exactly.
So
Made it way too much about yourself.
yeah, that to me, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
all right, man. Let's talk about this. Let's we got to talk about Drake, man, because I I'm with the Owls. You know, I'm in a text thread with the Owls. I know you a Owl too, so I want to hear what y'all thinking about what's Drake on right now, man? Because did you see it on the 4th of July? Have you heard the joint? What did I miss? Have you been keeping up at all?
I listened to. You talking about when he went live, right?
He
He
went
did
live and then
live.
he dropped a single. And then it's called "What Did I Miss?" And he's talking
Yeah.
about basically all the people like like I thought y'all were my homies. Basically,
Yeah.
what did I miss? You know, and it's a dope. It's a good song. I'm not gonna say it's a
Mhm.
great song. It's a good song. I really like the song. I just don't like the content. I like the song though. To me, we a year later, you already dropped the "Sexy Songs for You," which I really like that album.
Mhm.
And then like this is your first rap back out, and it's like just I feel like this should have been the Fighting Irish freestyle. So he had his Fighting Irish freestyle that was cold, and he's sitting there by the fire, and dude, I was like, this is cold. Like, are we gonna get the CDQ of this? Because he's talking
Yeah.
on this, and I like
Yeah.
that Drake. And we never got the CDQ of that, and it was at the right time. I felt like because it was like last fall ish, somewhere around there. If I don't know, the Owls can correct me, but like that was fire. And I was like, we have not got the CDQ of that yet, but you gonna put this out. And I'm like, bro, like that was last fall you addressed this and now you're still on this. Like, and I know you got it Dot moving around and saying whatever, but like you brought this on yourself, bro. Like to me, like he told you not to. I listened to Euphoria again this morning. It just came on the playlist at the gym.
Mhm.
And I was like, he just said not to do it. He said after you were already baiting him to come out, he drops Euphoria and says, "If you take it there, I'm taking it further. That's something you don't want to do." That's the last bars of the song. So like to then go and take it further and then play the victim a year later to me is just like, all right, bro. Like I just and in addition to that, this is my last point. I feel like this is a tired narrative. Like I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, that's the jam. All right,
Yeah.
you got that. You got niggas be reaching and this and, but I can like literally sing all the hooks of all these songs over the years where he's talking about people who've wronged him, and I'm like, all right, so now we got this again, and I'm like, all right, cool song. Get your shit
Yeah.
off. I'll let you land. I'm good. I'm just not gonna. I just want to hear you evolve as a man. You're 40 years
Mhm.
old. You're 40. Like you're 40. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all. And it's time to, like have your 444 moment, have your Jay-Z moment where you're like, all right, I'm gonna start making music for maybe a little more grown people. That's all. I'm not gonna go on streams with Adden Ross, who's
Yeah.
23 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying you
Facts.
can't go on the streams. I'm just saying it feels like you're trying to gain attention from 20-year-olds.
No.
That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Facts.
And that's disappointing me because I really like Drake's music.
No. Yeah. Yeah. No.
That's all.
Facts. Yeah. If he dropped like a like you said Jay Z 444, where he is like, talk your shit. You got a $40 million crib. Talk about that now. You know what I'm saying? Talk about you making bread. You doing all this. You whatever investments you got. I would like to see that type. You know what I'm saying?
He can help people
I
get
think
money, and he's
yeah.
yeah.
Facts. I think he's
And
stuck in like I think the like you said the playing victim role in terms of like because all I see is the old stuff of Kendrick like him doing stuff with Kendrick, putting him on with certain things, and Kendrick on video like man I appreciate Drake, he put me on, he brought me to do this, and then it's like all right now you went you had the beef you had the song I think the he's playing victim in terms of like probably being called a pedo and that shit turning the biggest jam of all time. So
which is crazy.
which
That's
sucks. I get it, it fucking
it's
sucks.
crazy.
So like I think he's still in that, but it's like at some point, bro, it's
You just got to
turn the
move
page.
forward.
Like there's no winning in playing victim in that or trying to go back to that. There's only the
Yeah,
only way of winning is you talking your shit, you dropping a fire ass album, just talk your shit about what you don't got to talk about no one else or refer to no one else that did you dirty no more. Nah, man, talk your shit about what you're doing, what you're about to do.
What you that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying for yeah, I agree. You know, and that's what I want for him as a
Yeah,
man. Not even as a like as a man. Like, bro, I get it. Like you've been embarrassed, all these things. I don't there's people who make like companies make billions of dollars off of this mindset, which is he's trying to go back to or think he's shooting to be what it was or get things back to what they were. There,
hmm,
that's not the case. You went through a portal. It will never be like it was again, ever. I've
never.
watched this with other artists that you almost have to reinvent yourself, and he's in the process of doing that, which I'm allowing, and I give grace for that. And it seems like he's falling back. Anytime your back is against the wall like this, you fall back to your what you do or what you're comfortable with and your devices. And what he's showing me is, as a man, I'm like, bro, your devices are the things that you aren't like now that they've been exposed. It's kind of like, all right, that's the old version of you. Where's the new version of you? Like
Oh
that's
yeah,
all I'm looking for. Like
and that's what I like about J. Cole too, though. It's just like, nigga, let me stay out of it. He might handle some shit behind the scenes.
still the
Just do that, like,
smartest dude.
you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, handle some shit behind the scenes, whatever. Like, say if you're cool with Drake and Kendrick, or all three of them are cool. If someone drops some shit, bro, let them know, like, bro, this is how you feel, like, because I'm gonna drop some shit back. Handle it behind the scenes first before you just go out and try to talk your shit, thinking you're going to big homie someone. Like, even I don't like how Drake handled the situation also with DeMar DeRozan. Like, you were part of the organization. DeMar DeRozan was in the video. He's from Compton. He got asked
Yeah,
to be
you
in the
got to
video.
just let that one go, bro.
You gotta let
Braun
that
too.
slide, or hit up Demar and talk shit like, damn, bro, like, nah, you gotta be in one of my videos. Do something, but you talking shit about him as a hooper and how he's not gonna be in he'll never get his jersey retired and all this shit. It's like, bro,
He ain't even a
niggas fuck
rapper.
with Demar. Yeah,
Like
bro,
go
we
at the
fuck with
rappers.
Demar, bro. Yeah, like now you're trying to be he a influencer for the NBA, and now you're going at fucking Demar, and everyone fucks with Demar. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
he's just like, I think he's handling some of the situations wrong, and it just digs him into a fucking bigger
And
hole.
honestly, I don't even know if it's him. I think it's just his team. You know, like his
Yeah,
team's got to do better, in my opinion. I just feel like I every step, like if you go back and listen to Euphoria, like the picture of his abs, you know, and the fake abs, you know, I was just like, you're literally walking into all the things that he said a
yeah,
year ago, like.
yeah,
And that's what you're literally doing everything he said in the song. And I'm like, bro, you're literally setting yourself. I just feel like he's setting himself up for some of the criticism, and he doesn't have
yeah.
to, but he can't
I
help
mean,
himself because he likes the attention. He has an ego, like we all do. We all got an ego. And I'm not saying I wouldn't be doing the same things. I don't know what I'd be doing, but I know for a fact I'm going away for a while. I'm gonna probably be doing my shit on the under, like I might just stick and just do R&B stuff, but like I would be tapping in with the fans, like and really just
for
going
sure.
really deep with the fans. Pause, like
Yeah,
Cole did. He said, "No, we're having Dreamville Fest. I'm gonna do this for my fans and I'm gonna re-release this joint Forest Hill Drives at the end of last year." You know, like he just really focused on his core fans, and I feel like
yeah.
if Drake did that, he would win. Like,
For sure. He just has to move forward in terms of like you said, like, bro, if you drop some more fire shit or you're moving forward with, like you said, J. Cole did, that's what you got to do. But you dwelling on the same shit that half the people are already forgetting about, like,
yeah, bring it
bro,
up don't help.
no one brings up Drake and Meek beef because Meek didn't bring that shit up ever again.
Yeah,
He's like,
Meek
bro,
kept it
let's
pushing.
make up. Like, hey, we're cool. They post a picture that they made up. Everything's cool. So no other grown man is worried about that shit no more. You know what I'm
So
saying?
that part too
Like,
is interesting you bring that up because like if you've bodied other people and you see how they took it,
yeah,
but then you finally on the other end of it, we see in how you're
yeah,
responding, it just says a lot about you. To me, it says a lot about you as a person. Like just
nah,
personally
yeah,
thinking like and I'm not faulting anything for that. I'm just stating objectively it says a lot about you how you respond to adversity. And we say that with basketball or any other thing, like in business, like
yep,
when we so for example, let's take this business for example. Our first year, like we weren't making money. Like it was building. We were building, trying to build something. and it was adversity. Like I'd never not been paid like that ever. But like
Hmm.
when you're in that position, you will do things that you'll fall back to, like you either gonna get out the foxhole and figure it out in a real way, or you're just gonna like try to go be do something else or whatever. But I don't know. Like you just learn a lot about yourself in those moments. And right now he's in that
Yeah,
moment, and I hope his team helps him navigate this a little bit better. I like the joint.
yeah.
I just think that bringing it back up is kind of like reminding me of it, and now I go back and listen to you for it. You know, like why are you taking me back to that? Like I want to go
And that's
forward with you.
that's
Pause.
exactly how I get out of it. Like if Meek would have dropped another joint and brought the shit up again, it's like, damn, you were really hurt. You know what I'm saying? But it's like
That's
once
all.
you feel that you're past it and you don't really give a fuck, then it's like, all right, well let's listen to drop some more Dream Chasers type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like get back to that. I feel like Drake is gonna have to like get out of his fucking feelings. He might have to make a post dapping up Kendrick or fucking fix some shit for, and then just move forward. Don't bring this shit up no more.
Also reflect on what may have. All right, man. I got 20 dudes. I got all these people that's not fucking with me. The industry's fake anyway. Like the relationship's fake. You've been rapping about that forever. So I don't understand why you.
Bro,
So
that like
this isn't coming down on Drake. This is just me being objective and like as a fan being like, yo, and I'm not a fan of him personally. I'm just a fan of his music. But it's like, bro, you like when you bring it back up, all you're doing is just telling me to go listen to that. But also the Iceman thing that he's going with, I'm like, this is dope. Like tell me more about like being an Iceman. But like also reflect on maybe why all these dudes is coming out all of a sudden. There's
oh
something
yeah,
about you that made people not really fuck with you, like in a real
yeah,
way. But they might have used you for your business, which is that's
oh yeah,
business. Everyone does that. But you were in a lot of transactional relationships, but you did something. I'm in a lot of transactional relationships too, but there's also another part to that, like some real shit. And when you have people that speak out against you like that so negatively, you did something
oh
over
yeah,
and over that caused
mhm,
people to turn on you that easily. Like you can
yeah,
have people not mess with you no more,
mhm,
but for them to come out and like really pile on, that means you've done a lot of people dirty, bro. Like that's
oh
all
yeah,
I'm gonna say. That you've done a lot of people dirty in a lot of different ways,
yeah, hmm,
and I'm not saying that they're not guilty either. I'm just saying, this is just real relationship as grown adults. Like you've probably
yeah,
done some dirty stuff behind dudes' backs, and they knew
yep,
about it, but they were just gonna ride with it because they could get a check. So
yeah, yeah.
they were really tripping. So that's just Hollywood. That's just Hollywood. You know what I mean? But anyway, the joints. I'm looking forward to more. I just felt like I'm happy for him. You know, I'm happy for him. Like, get your shit off, and let's hopefully the next joint is something else, content wise, because I like the song. Just
No, yeah,
imagine if that joint was like on some like I'm him type shit and didn't even bring
yeah,
that up. I think people
yeah,
would love it.
exactly.
I think it would go like
Yeah,
really hard. You know,
yeah.
in the gym, you'd be listening to it, you'd be seeing it all on mixtapes.
No facts. Yeah,
I don't think he's carrying that energy because he's bringing up old energy, and it just reminds me of
exactly.
him getting his ass kicked.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah,
So anyway, yeah, that's that. I ain't gonna talk about. I don't need to talk about more Drake, but like, shout out to Trey Anderson too. He was on the Brick by Brick last time, man, and talk about NIL pay. We talked about the $2 billion. Have you heard anything on that front or seen any? Oh, Sam just came into town last weekend, and we were just chilling, talking, and it's probably one of the only times I think before they start putting caps on schools and stuff like with NIL that you can like
uh,
fail forward. You can like what I mean by that is you can have a situation with your team where you might not have like hooped the year before,
yeah,
or maybe there was some dynamic. Don't mean that you're not good. It just means that you're a hooper. Like whatever that dynamic was, you go to another school, and when you go to another school, if you're good, like they're gonna pay you a bag. So you might even go somewhere and get paid more. You know what I'm saying? Like, and because it didn't work out here, but you get paid more. Like that don't happen in the NBA where you don't.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Where you don't ball out with this team.
No
That
facts.
makes your value less, not more. So
No,
in
yeah, yeah.
college, that's happening though, where you get more
That's
money
facts.
because
Yeah,
you have experience, you're good.
Exactly.
Like you might be going to be a senior, you know what I'm saying? And people want seniors, like he said on the pod, we
Yeah.
want to get older.
Yep.
So anyway, that's an interesting one too. Like I
Nah,
want to
nah, exactly.
hopefully get some people on here to talk about that a little bit, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, facts.
Yeah, man. Well, what else you got, man? Oh, I wanted to bring this up too when I was talking about Bitcoin in the market and why I think it's going to go back down. Like Bitcoin's hitting all-time highs. I haven't looked recently, like in the hour, but it's probably hitting another one. So this next July 25th, or no, I'm sorry, July 30th is when the next rate cut is supposed, the next FOMC meeting. And the markets are saying like basically 93. So this is the current rate, 4.25, 4.5%. The market's saying 93% chance of it just staying there. So we ain't getting a rate cut, like no matter what they
Yeah.
say. So that's why I'm saying like, and the next meeting isn't until September. And they're saying there's right now, there's almost a 64% chance that we're going to get a rate cut. So that's probably going to increase over time
Yeah.
as we get closer to the date. But that's not till September 17th. So that means in August,
Crazy.
typically is sleepy in the markets because people go on vacation. People not, in real estate, it's sleepy.
Yep.
So we know that August in our business in real estate is going to be sleepy. So, and that means that all the financial markets is going to be sleepy. And so therefore, this pump right now is not going to last into August, in my opinion. I feel like it's because of crypto week next week. So
Mm.
I'm holding on to, I'm not buying anything. I'm not getting excited. I want to see how far it pumps. I want to see what it does, but I'm expecting August to be dead. Like
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think there's going to be a little correction there and a time to buy in August. That's just my
Yeah.
personal opinion. But and then once September comes, bro, when we know the rate cuts are coming, I believe Q4 of this year is going to be an absolute movie. All
Yeah.
industries, all places, all things. For those that have been tapped in, at least for those that have been like, whether you're looking to buy a house, whether you're, I just feel like there's going to be a wave of activity by the end of
No. Yeah.
this half of this year. Personally, we've just been coiling up. Like that's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm bullish, man. I'm bullish. But yeah, man, you got anything else? Put me on. What you got?
Shit, I told you earlier. I started my options journey, so I've been on the
Oh, yep.
options
You on them
trading. Yeah,
options?
it's I mean, it's one of them things where it's nonstop learning. I don't think you ever feel like you're just perfect and know everything, but every day it's something new, learning something new. Been last 4 days have been green for me, profit. So I mean, it's
Okay,
been
you
going. Yeah.
making a couple dollars. Making a couple dollars.
No, I think it's just one of them tools that once you learn it and get it down, uh, it's just one of the things that I feel like you're set for the rest of your life. It's one of those skills and understanding charts, patterns, and it probably takes a long time to really fully understand. But it's one of the things. If you have that the rest of your life, man, you could, in my opinion, you can make money the rest of your life from anywhere, from the couch, from
Learning how to sell, bro.
anywhere. Yeah.
Learning how to sell and take profit. That's my
No, yeah,
problem.
facts. Yeah,
That's
facts.
my problem.
Man, that's my
I be
problem too.
round
So
tripping.
So I think that this, even me doing the options, me bringing it back to crypto is gonna be make it a lot easier to
Yeah.
sell and to because even right now, like it's at the point where I'm liking the options so much. It's like, damn, well, my cryptos hit this. Maybe I'll sell and take some of this out and put this into my account to make bigger trades. And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just another thing um to add to the chamber and understand. So I'm liking it so far.
Yeah, understanding the charts is big. Like so, for example, understanding consolidation patterns. Like I think Bitcoin, we've consolidated around this 95, 108, 5, 105. You know, like I believe on the next dump that might be the next consolidation range. So wherever
Yeah,
we go, like whether it's 150, 200, I think that the correction, while everyone thinks it's not going to be, as I disagree. I think if you want to talk about manipulation, you don't think that like all of the traditional finance people are trying to front run you and get rid of your bags for their clients? Are you kidding me?
facts. Yeah,
Like, no, this is going to correct hard, you know, and because they're going to sell the minute that they see that it's going down because their job is to keep money for their clients. So
yep.
they're going to be selling on
Yep.
this downturn. I think we're going to have one of the biggest crashes. We're going to have one of the biggest crypto bull runs and the bull runs in
Yeah.
history. And I think we're going to have one of the biggest what goes up must come down. So
Exactly.
if it's the biggest
Exactly.
bull run, we're going to have one of a pretty big crash.
Exactly.
But it's not going to be all industries, I don't think. I think it'll be like just in a digital asset world, which will impact other industries. There will be waves. But,
Hmm.
I think with the lower rates, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting, but I just know that in the near short term, 6 to 12 months,
Hmm.
it's gonna be very very exciting for a lot of people, and I just hope that people take profits and take advantage of the opportunity. That's all.
No, yeah.
How long it lasts, I don't know. I think the orange man messes everything up he touches because he just can't help himself because he's greedy and just all of the vile, all the things. Terrible leader. But like, I do believe in one thing. I agree with him on, which is these markets, and he's making money for himself, obviously billions and billions of dollars. But yeah, it's gonna be nasty, man. Like the fall's gonna be nasty. The last 2 years of this term, it's not gonna be. I don't know. We'll see. Because midterms are coming up next year, so they have to have the economy running by then, or else they have no chance of
Yeah.
winning seats back. So they're going to make the economy run the last half of this year and in the next year, in my opinion, into the midterms, and then after that, who knows?
No, yeah.
So you got a nice little window to make some money. Use it. All right, put me on. Sorry, I got on a tangent there. Put me on. What have I been on? Well, Eclipse is coming out tonight. I've been looking forward to that album. I did hear the leak. It did leak. The rollout's been immaculate. Shout out to the team for the rollout. I did hear the Kendrick verse. The Kendrick verse is dope. It's not. He's not saying anything salacious. That's what's crazy is they bought themselves out of Def Jam. I think it was Def Jam because which is a Sony affiliate, which is a
Mhm.
UMG affiliate, he's in a lawsuit with. By the way, we didn't even talk about the lawsuit with Drake. I understand why he's doing the lawsuit. Defamation. He wanted to sign a bag. He felt like they were pushing this because I get all of that. But
Yeah. Yeah.
you did go into the lab and make the song and call the dude. You know what I mean? You're not being accountable for your own actions. That's
Yeah.
my
Fact.
that's
Yeah.
my issue.
Yeah.
So anyway, so they bought themselves out. Clips bought themselves out and then joined Rock Nation so that they could drop this project. They didn't want to drop the song because of the optics with the Kendrick joint. And I'm like,
Mhm.
well, I heard the verse and really there's nothing in here. Like you could have dropped this and no one would have cared. It would have been like, oh, he didn't attack Drake this time. It would have been like that.
Yeah.
But they didn't let him drop it because of the optics. They didn't like the optics because of the
Mm.
court because of what was happening in the background. So we get to hear that verse. It's a dope verse. Yeah, other than that, man, just been on what else? Larry June dropped a joint on the under with Cardo. Him and Cardo don't miss. That's on the playlist. What else is on the playlist, man? Before we get up out of here, what else is up on the playlist? Let's see. I'm probably gonna get attacked by somebody about some of this. Oh, Wale. Wale has a really good. Wale's dope. Really love what Wale's doing. Lil Bean, Bino. Yeah, there's a lot of dope joints out. Nick Grant. Been a down year in hip hop for me, but there's some dope joints in there that I'm looking forward to. Wale, I'm really looking forward to what Wale's bringing. So
Oh yeah.
I'm a big Wale fan. Yeah, outside of that, man, that's what I'm on. That's just what I'm on. So yeah, man. Well, shit. Let's get this. Let's get this. This is brick by brick. We was just riffing. This is live. We just
Oh yeah.
didn't really plan what we was talking about. We just riffing. So, last but not least, real estate market. What's it looking like out there for you?
True.
What are
Still.
you seeing? Same thing.
Yeah. Same thing. I mean, a lot of inventory. I think that things that are priced right and prepared right in terms of like staging photos and a good price point are still going quick. But definitely a buyer's market in terms of getting concessions and getting what you want, and being able to not having to do multiple offers and everything. It's just, I think it's a buyer's market. It's just the only thing that's obviously tough is rates, which we've been talking about for
Yeah.
more than a year now. So if someone can't afford it or refinance at some point, I mean it's still a good time to buy for sure. Because I mean once them rates come down, I know everyone knows them prices are going right back up.
Ooh,
So
one thing. So we've talked about the covenant home loan. So
yep,
that's for people who are black, brown, indigenous,
yep,
and lived in Washington State before 1968. Hit up JDam, hit me up, whatever. Ask the question because you could have a really big down payment for your next
yes,
house. So
yeah.
that's the number one.
Down payment,
That's number
closing
one.
costs, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be going around just looking for birth certificates and doing all that,
Hell,
but it's
what?
worth it.
No, yeah.
It's worth it. Geo, the lending, Geo Cervantes, I think is his last name, lender.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, Hispanic dude, really cool cat. He had a post the other day that said, you know how you have FICO scores?
Hmm.
Now they're going to start using another service that's been around, I think, since 2000 or something like that. That has a score as well, but it takes into account your rent. It takes into account some other things, so it helps your score. There's like I think he said a quarter point difference or something like that. A two like, but a big enough difference where it's like, all right, so if my FICO score is say, 750 or whatever, this one might be like 780. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So that little gap right there is like 4
Yeah.
million more people. So, I
Yep.
mean, I think that that's good. And so FHA, I believe, is who now accepts that other way of scoring instead of just using FICO. I think it's either Fannie and Freddie does. But anyway, I thought that was a big deal. I'll look it up more. But that just, if you hear that and you're like, huh, I wonder what that is, go look it up, go Google it or something, because there is going to be more opportunity because of for your credit score because they're using a two now instead of just using FICO. There's this other one that they're
Okay.
using that is a little more lenient. So just spreading the message, just passing it along. I
For
don't know the
sure.
details of it though, so
No, I gotta look into it for
that's
sure.
another put me on. So
No, yeah.
that's really dope though. Geo's the man, man. So shout out to Geo. With that, hey, brick by brick, we out. Fuck ice. And with that, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just gonna make it plain and clear, man. I don't mess with that. I don't mess with tearing families up and just going into churches and stuff. There's a way that looks, and it don't gotta look like this. It don't gotta look like terrorism. It doesn't have to, man. You don't gotta do that. It doesn't have to look like that. I do agree that you need, help people get legal status or whatever. That's cool, but yeah, man, going into community spaces and bringing
Yeah.
horses and dudes with masks and guns. Like, come on, bro. This is what are we
Yeah.
doing,
Back.
man? And we shouldn't accept that as American people, in my opinion. We shouldn't accept that. So, anyway, man. With that, we'll be back. We're gonna go on a break in August. So this season's almost over, y'all. So we're gonna be putting all these up on streaming services. So I wanted to wait till we had like a good month's worth. So we're gonna be dropping like old ones almost on a daily basis, but they're gonna be from back in the day. So but there's good stuff on those. Go back, hit us up on YouTube. Go to bricktalk.net. Next season's gonna be even better, but we still got a few more before we get to that. But then we're gonna go retool and revamp and just figure it out. We got some other cool shit on the way. So giveaways, merch. Like I got all these things, but hey, I need a crypto to pump, man. Talk to the orange man, because if my crypto pumped in spring, we'd already been
Man, what?
already, already been on the way, man. I need my crypto to pump, bro. So
Facts.
anyway, man, with that, brick by brick, y'all. All right, peace. Oops. Yeah.